More than 80% of all people will very likely be overrun by the upcoming crisis, simply because they lost their connection to rhythm, and with this, the necessary changes will become difficult or impossible. We face a multi-layered crisis: war danger, uncontrolled immigration, political failure, economic insecurity, weather extremes, and perhaps your very own personal challenges. But you can belong to the 20% who do not break under these pressures, but become stronger and even gain from it. Today I will show you that a crisis always also represents a great opportunity and a door that's opening to unimagined possibilities. A crisis throws you out of your comfort zone. The old is falling apart, the new hasn't formed yet. In this scenario, convenience is not an option. Action only counts. Away from consuming into real values. And what those values are and how this works, you will discover in this video. Today I will show you how a crisis is always also a great opportunity that opens doors to new possibilities. A crisis always throws you out of your comfort zone. The old is falling apart. The new has not yet formed. In this scenario, convenience is not an option. Only action counts, and you're going away from consuming into real values. What are those real values and how all of this will work, you will encounter in this video. Hi, I'm Reinhard Flatischler, and more than 55 years ago, I developed TaKeTiNa. And with that, I have already inspired more than 1 million people worldwide. But what is TaKeTiNa? TaKeTiNa is a method that uses rhythm to develop qualities that not only carry you through crisis, but also enable you to build a fulfilled life. Want to know how that feels? Start with our free beginner course and embark on a journey that will lead you to more inner peace, clarity, and creativity. You can find the link below this video. Essential for mastering a crisis is developing self-love and self-respect. Many think that is selfish, but the opposite is the truth. Self-respect gives you the courage to do things that seem impossible to others. And self-love opens the door for you to communicate with others in a loving way. A crisis invites you to reflect. Are you stuck in a job that's just a burden every day for you? Do you live in a relationship that is nothing but a compromise? And are you afraid of the necessary separation? Or do you already know about your self-confidence that will open new possibilities for your life? So, dissolve fear and strengthen self-confidence, because danger is real. But fear is only an option and definitely not a good one. In a flow state, fear becomes meaningless. Again here, TaKeTiNa can be of a great help. With TaKeTiNa you can learn how to enter into a flow state with ease. And instead of fear comes inspiration and the feeling of being carried. With TaKeTiNa you build intuition, willpower, and expanded awareness. And if you bring this in a strong network, your confidence will blossom and your life will unfold. My own life is proof of this. I began with a weak health in a world full of doubts. Today, I'm 75, healthier than ever in my life. My work is my fulfillment, and it feels like a permanent holiday. And most important, I'm surrounded by people who inspire me every day anew. Here is the point. Also, you can achieve this with TaKeTiNa, because TaKeTiNa helps you to enter into this flow state and develop resilience while it boosts your inspiration. Do not let the crisis unsettle you, because it will guide you through chaos phases. That's an integral part of a crisis, but it's also an integral part of nature. It's nothing to be feared. The alternation of chaos and order phases is the foundation of how life develops, and it's also a principle of TaKeTiNa. With every rhythm exercise, with every rhythm journey, you are building 3 different rhythms simultaneously. And then you bring them gradually into a coordination. And with every layer, there is the opportunity, the possibility to fall out of rhythm. That's not a mistake. That's not because you're not talented enough. That is an essential learning process. Transferred to life, that means you're falling out of your routine through losing a job, through a divorce, even through disease. But with TaKeTiNa, you have developed resilience, and with this, you do not just get back up again. You rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Mistakes or failures no longer threaten you or trigger doubts. Instead, they ignite your curiosity and your motivation. And the longer you practice TaKeTiNa, the more you learn to fall out of rhythm calmly, to remain completely relaxed and detached and at ease, and then simply re-enter, but on a much deeper groove. Let go of everything that does not serve you and start searching for all these hidden abilities that are hidden inside you since your birth. If you now hear the comments like, "Oh, I don't have special qualities, there's nothing," then you likely only are in contact with thoughts and reflective doubts. Free yourself from them and discover your inherent power. And also TaKeTiNa can help you with this, because here's the key. The continuous speaking of rhythm syllables breaks the cycle of thoughts. This has been scientifically studied by Stanford University. They measured EEG in monks that were reciting sutras over a long time, and it showed that the monkey mind, the constant stream of repetitive thoughts, are calming down through rhythmic voice. With this, you become still and empty. And through that, you open yourself to new horizons. The valuable thing about a crisis is that it washes away everything that is not real. The coming crisis will definitely show you what has value and what is illusion. You'll experience how real relationships and friendships have true value, while likes on social media or supposed fame as an influencer is not at all likelihood interesting for you in a crisis. A crisis is a value shift that goes through all areas. Healthcare instead of taking pills, workout instead of couch potato, gold and silver instead of fiat money, raw honesty instead of adapted diplomacy. From this perspective, a crisis also brings a great relief. Finally, the truth. So, skip superficial parties and build a network of people with whom you can share real interests and inner values. Because these people will stand with you side by side when fans have long disappeared. Now I have told you several times that TaKeTiNa can help you. And I would like to give you the opportunity to try TaKeTiNa for free. I would like you to experience what TaKeTiNa can do for your life, and therefore we have developed a free beginner course for you. So if you want, just sign up. The link is below this video. At the end, I want to give you one more invitation to throw off emotional weight. Free yourself from the prison of judgment and comparison. In every TaKeTiNa workshop, you can directly experience and internalize. No one is laughing at you when you fall out of rhythm. On the contrary, you learn to love yourself in this moment. And when you come back into rhythm, there's no one who praises you or gives you thumbs up. TaKeTiNa is learning without praise and without blame. And exactly that opens a completely new kind of motivation for learning and evolution. So do not care how others see you or what they think of you. Experience the freedom that arises when you fully understand that you are responsible only to yourself. If this video inspired you, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Also share this video. There are a lot more themes coming up that are really interesting. So I hope to see you in the next video. And until then, I wish you a real great time.